Hello everybody, my name is Kermit. In this video I'm going to be explaining how to sign up for Elixir Orderflow and how to get a 7-day free trial. I'm also going to be explaining what strategy I use and how I use it to catch moves like this. In this video I'll show how I caught this entire move. So first thing you want to do is go on our Twitter or just search up elixirtrades.com. You're going to go onto the website. Don't even have to scroll anywhere. Just click the big blue button that says try free indicator. You're going to type in your TradingView username. You're going to click start free trial. There's your 7-day free trial. It's activated. Then you're going to go to TradingView. You're going to go to indicators. You're going to go to invite only. And then you should see the Elixir order flow indicator here. Once you do that, you're pretty much set up. The indicator will be below, chart above. And this is my strategy. So I have a checklist. I usually go through each and every single one of them individually, and depending on how many of these confluences are on my setup, depends on how big I go in with size. So for example, right here we can see first confluence, big bump. So as you can see right here, we have a big bump. Right, I have a big bump right here. Then second confluence is going to be red dot or green dot. I know I wrote red dot, but it's red dot or green dot depending on if you're bearish or bullish. Right now, since there's a big bump, this means it's overbought, so we're going to be looking for a short. So we have one red dot, two red dot to confirm our short bias. Then we're going to look for a smaller bump. So we wait a couple hours. Since I'm on a 4-hour time frame, we're going to wait a bit, and we can see right here we formed a smaller bump. This gives us a divergence from the big bump to the small bump, which is our third confluence. Then we are going to look for momentum right here. This little hill right here is momentum, and if momentum is curving down, right, then that means it's bearish. That means there's sell-offs and we are going to be going lower. So once all 4 of these are confirmed, I'm going to be looking for a entry. So right here, momentum starts curving, but the small bump isn't confirmed. So small bump confirms and momentum's curving. So my entry would be around here. This is where I would enter, right here. And as you can see, if we zoom in a bit, my 5th confluence, RSI line color. Right here you can see it changed from blue to white, which means we are confirming my 5th confluence for a bearish short. And let's say we entered here, like so, stops at previous highs, pretty simple. We would have caught this entire move, 11-hour trade. That's on 4-hour time frame. That's pretty much a perfect setup. I would put the max amount I can with having good risk management on that, because it has checked all 5 of my confluences, and that's pretty much my strategy, and that's how I look at. That's pretty much what I look at every single time. And yes, not always is there going to be 5 confluences ready, but like I said, depending on how many check, depends on how big I go in. So let's say if 5 check, I go in $5,000. If 1 checks, I don't go in. That's too little confluence for me to enter anything. I usually try to wait for 3 confluences, these 3 confluences, to enter a position. So let's say these 3 confluences enter, I would enter with around 1.5k. And then momentum curving gives me another confluence. So I'd enter another 1.5k. And then I see my RSI line color changes to go towards my position. I would add the rest of the position, the other 2k. So, you know, you can play around with however you want it. You can play around with the strategy. There's also an option for divergence lines right here, show volume divergence lines. So pretty much you can play off these, and you can create your own strategy, or you can follow mine, or you can go on elixirtrades.com, and we have the whole strategy listed and written out if you want to learn it. You can read the full guide, pretty much what I just explained, but in writing. It also explains each part of the indicator individually to tell you what everything does and how it works. So you can read this if you want. But yeah, that's Elixir Orderflow for you.